I think we just got to the obstacle that's the hardest obstacle they said on the whole trail. It's a pretty good size waterfall. Well, good morning. We are starting day one out here at Trail Hero. It is Tuesday morning. Had the big kickoff gala last night. That was cool. Yukon usually hosts that, and it's their big party. You got a lot of rigs that are rolling out to the trail right now, and we're getting everything ready. Some updates. Andy's still working on project parking lot. You got the Bug. You got Trail Reaper coming out today. You got Dennis being smart and grabbing air conditioning today. It's gonna be a hot one. You got Cameron in his pink Jeep. Cameron's a pretty cute guy, rolling around, very secure with himself. That's Danielle's Jeep, obviously. And then you got the Jeep I'm driving today, which is Alter Ego. This is one of our newer builds, came out of the shop. It's a variant of GRDLOC, stretched. I'll go through it in some details today. We just finished this thing. It's only been on a couple runs. You got Chris and his little two-door. This thing's pretty cool. Does really, really well, you know, for what he's doing with it. Pretty excited to go out and hit it and see how Alter Ego does out here at Trail Hero. And Carbon, my son, will be driving the Bug. So he's 13 and he's been doing a pretty good job at it. If you remember, we were chasing kind of some heating issues. This will be the real test out here this weekend to see how hot that thing gets out here in the sand. It's not too hot this morning. Let's hopefully it stays that way. Just started Twister right now. Carbon's about to come over his first obstacle. Just first gear, nice and easy, stay on it smooth. Once you cross over, start turning driver down a little bit, you'll see me. Just like that, keep going, you're good. It's awesome to bring my son out here, 13 years old, and he's driving ROKBUGY, which is pretty insane if you think about it, because there's a lot of people out there. They get pretty sketched out on off camber and stuff. And I'm going up something right now with a 30-degree sideways camber, like that's level, and it's pretty crazy because I'm used to it, but at 13 years old, this kid is crushing it. This will be his first actual time coming out here and wheeling by himself. I don't know what happened. We came off, dropped off like a 4-foot drop, went bam, lost all power.
So we can't go anywhere yet. But that means he got spot with all the fans cooling it.
So I had to jump my S-Pod cable, my Ethernet behind it. I think the Ethernet maybe went out. I don't know. I'm gonna go in there and check it out real quick. I'm gonna throw a fuse in Robert to see if I can get his working too. But Chuck just got here, so we got some shots of Chuck while I fix this crap. Good news, I think we just have an Ethernet cable that's not completely seating right. So just went through, moved everything around, did everything. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out the two wires on the two Ethernets, because one of them feels a little bit more solid than the other one does. That way if I lose power, it's just to my accessories,
and all of my main still has good power. And then tonight I'll just do it. We built this so that 4 screws, you pull the stage cluster out, and we can reach all of our wiring inside. So now I just flip those Ethernets. Now I need to flip them on the S-pods. The S-pods are mounted on the firewall.
So this is one of those moments when you're watching your kid on the radio and you go, hey, don't move, stay right where you're at. He's looking pretty good right now, right? Let's see if he can nicely drive out of it. Put on the brake, put it in neutral. Slowly turn towards the driver with your front. Keep going, you're good. You're good, keep going. Yep, just like that, go. Driver. Woo! Put it in reverse, back up. All right, stop. Now turn this way. You learned a very valuable lesson. You know what the lesson is? Watch the driver in front of you and what they do. Man, that was close. He had a good 5 feet, 4 feet, something like that with that rear tire. That thing was up there. I mean, he drove out of it though, didn't have to get winched, so that's good. Rear, that way. Right there. Straight. We just went up this crazy V-notch. Carb, go stand right there in the middle so people can see just how big this thing is. So Carb just drove up that. Put your arms out, like all the way. Look at that. What do you think, Carb? Was that pretty crazy?
Yeah.
How did it feel?
I didn't even know where my wheels were.
Did you get scared?
Kind of.
What was the scariest thing about it?
Probably not trying to flip.
Did you feel at any time like you were gonna flip?
No.
Did my face ever scare you when I was like, ugh?
No.
Okay, that's good. That means you didn't see it because there was a couple times. But would you do it again?
I mean, yeah, if you're guiding me.
Yeah, I mean, he trusts me, which I don't know about that, but I probably wouldn't trust either one of them either. High five. Good job, dude. All right, let's go find something else crazy to do. they're finishing up Twister right now, and this is what they're saying. Looks okay. But Carbon, dude, Carbon is absolutely crushing it at this event. I'm so stoked as a dad for one, but two, I'm also stoked that, you know, all of the parts and everything work that well that they're kind of helping him through it. This is the third time I think he's driven the bug out at an event, maybe the fourth. Sand Hollow has a lot of traction, but it will also test you because there's a lot of other things to worry about, like off camber when your vehicle's flat and then it tilts one way or the other. A lot of people don't like that off camber feeling because, you know, it feels like you're gonna roll. The other things that you have to worry about are heights. There's cliffs out here, drop-offs. Today we were just driving along and my 46 fell into a hole that my frame slammed down because that's how deep that hole was. You just didn't even see it. So there's a lot going on out here. And you know, the fact that Carbon is in the bug and he's not scared, he's trying it. He just went up a 30-foot V-notch like it was nothing. It's cool to see that. All right, they're gonna try it again now with Andy this time. So that's the difference, what a little bit of wheelbase will do for you. I'm gonna hand you guys off to Alexis. I've never dropped down this before, but I'm gonna try it. Let's see if we can make it. I don't think I've ever felt that comfortable dropping in on something before. The bug's a foot longer than this, and I still didn't feel like that comfortable in the bug, but I just felt in this because it feels so planted compared to the bug. That was awesome. Let's go find some more stuff. All right, good morning. We are day 2, which will be Wednesday out here for us. We have a little change of things. Carbon is staying back as homework gets stuff done. Well, Cameron said if the bug's gonna sit there and my Jeep's not here, why don't I take it? So we're just gonna go through, do some final tests on everything. Do me a favor, open up that PSC, make sure there's fluid in there. Sometimes it pushes it out when you get this thing crazy off camber. We've got a really cool overflow over here. That's our overflow. It's a PSC bottle that has a seal on the lid that goes right into it, so we can use it to fill it back up. And then people ask us how we run our system, but if you look at this, so you have one here for your upper pump, one there for your lower pump. We have a crossover tube that goes across there, so it actually balances it out. On Alter Ego, we built a tank that was big enough to hold about 3 of these. reservoir is full of fluid. So that's how it is on Alter Ego. But yeah, if you can, just do a quick bolt check on it, Cameron. I made Carbon do it yesterday. Get to know your vehicle, have fun. You excited?
Yeah.
Well, Rockstar this morning. Chris is taking his out. Dennis is making sure that all these guys, I got you a cold lemonade. There you go, look at that. Yeah, gotta make sure those guys are happy. So doing that, Andy has been out here since 5 a.m. getting project parking lot running. And hey, it's going, it's good. He's not happy. Got Scott over here. This is Scott's favorite trail. What is the Fallen?
Fallen is a dedication, homage to the U.S. military, all branches, all 5 branches, and then major conflicts, wars that have happened through our history. And so as you do that trail, you get to go through and there's plaques up that are paying homage to those. And so you kind of go through a journey with it. And that's really cool because it just adds another element to already great trail with some classic obstacles, and it's part of the reason like why we're here, right? Why Trail Hero is what it's all about.
All right, we've got a few more things to get ready, a few more things to pack up, and we're gonna go hit the trail. I'm taking Alter Ego out again today. Love this thing. We just got the video back from Rugged Mountain, and we're gonna be dropping that soon, so it's pretty cool. You'll see it by the time this thing comes out, but it's cool to see, you know, how we're doing this type of video, and I'm excited to see how everyone digs it on the channel.
Just got here, got linked up with the rest of our group. We were headed to the Fallen. We're gonna take the fence line out instead of the green gate, to see how it goes. I think that Cameron's enjoying the bug so far, so I may not get it back. We just got to the Fallen. Now, the Fallen to me is awesome because I'm ex-military veteran. We have other veterans we work with and that are with us, so I like it because you roll through all that stuff and you think about all the people that sacrificed so we could be here doing this cool stuff. We have Steel Soldier with us, which was actually a military vehicles where it started. It was a tug Jeep out on the tarmac down at, I think it was Fort Worth, Texas or something. Dane, I'll tell you about it later. But it's pretty cool that she took that thing, rebuilt it into Steel Soldier. So let's go see how Steel Soldier does on the Fallen and this guy does on the Fallen. It's a lot narrower than I remember in the past. Or this thing's just that much wider. Sir, you can't park here. I probably should have had a spotter. Yeah, I'm like all up in that booty. That's right here. path of my little trip in the hole. I'm not sure if that's the actual part of the line or just a bonus line or something, or if it's a cutover for Arrowhead, which is a buggy trail. So I actually ripped my rugged radio antenna off, but I was able to repair it, put it back together. This is Patriot liner. We literally ripped it off. The whole body was sitting against this scraping, which is nice because it's actually still round, everything's still good. I can heat this back up and get the manipulatives back, and it won't look as good as new, but it will actually still be good. And then I'm so happy I didn't tear this. I just tore the strap. So I can get this repaired, a little bit of touch up here. We're good. The front is where the most damage is. I'm pretty worried about that. Just kidding. All right, thought there was a lot more damage. I thought this whole side was crushed in. We're good to go. Let's keep going. We just bypassed the guided trail on Wayne's World, a bunch of Broncos, that kind of stuff. You can kind of see them all. They're going up that way. Wayne's World and the Fallen share a trail. So, pull it in tight so we don't block any of the trail for them. Mickey, Still Soldier, Danielle. Lots of cool stuff. There's ROKBUGY. This is the Fallen. Now this is where, to me, the Fallen really gets tough, or exciting. That hole I fell in the very first part of the Fallen, you're gonna have a lot more of that type of stuff through here, which I think is a lot more fun than just, ledges or going over stuff. It's the off-camber stuff, it's the twisty stuff. That's probably my favorite. Have you done the Fallen? If you have, make sure you leave a comment below. Tell me your favorite obstacle or your favorite war, I guess is how you would put it. We were on the Gulf a little bit ago. I think there's a few more up here, and then we'll get to the very top, and there's a big memorial up there, which is really cool for fallen soldiers. Dennis just got here, so I'm gonna jump back in. Time to start wheeling. You ready, Dennis?
We're ready.
Oh, camera battle. That was a pretty good wall. Tricks to this wall, if I remember, I've been here for a few years. You turn this way, and then you're gonna cut it hard. You have to send it on. just got off the trail. Man, it was a drive back. It's hot. It is hot here today. I think it's almost 100 degrees or something. Right now, our trans is at 236 coming out, 206 going in, and our water, that's cooled down. It was at 218 and like 200. So everything's dropping down, which is nice, but it was definitely a hot one. So with that said, a little bit of trail damage today. We got damage right there, got some damage right there, a little scrape right there. We did have 2 links back out on us as well, like this link right here and that link right there. Front link is fine, it's not moving at all, but you can tell that this link obviously moved up on us. Now there's a trick to these. Once you get your stuff set, what I like to do is put anti-seize in the actual arm itself, and then put red Loctite on the nut. Just a little bit of threads on the nut to keep things from moving. But this one ended up moving on us, so not a huge deal. We're gonna end up just going through doing some maintenance again. Everything else worked really well. No issues with anyone's stuff. We're gonna take a nice little breather for a minute. Got family in town. Got Carb, you guys have all met him. But I got another one. This is Dean. Say hi, Dean. We're getting ready to chill for the rest of the day. The Airbnb has 2 pools, one right here and one over there. So we're gonna be hitting those here in a little bit. It has been a hot day today. Got a lot of stuff done. Catch you guys tomorrow. All right, good morning, day 3 of Trail Hero. Everyone's grabbing their stuff, pushing everyone to get out of here a little bit earlier this morning. Doing some cold starts. This thing's ready to go. We are doing Sanitarium today, which I'm really excited about. Never done that trail. It's a newer trail out here, Trail Hero. Let's go see how it goes. It is a beautiful morning out here at Sand Hollow. Tommy just showed up. His rig's pretty cool. We did the Elite suspension on that years ago, and then he took it over to another dude in Arizona who did the engine swap and all the rest of the stuff. So that build's pretty sick. You got Trail Reaper again, you got the Bug, you got Alter Ego. I did a little bit of patchwork on it, a little bit of glue. You know, it's like as good as new. You got Chris still, no damage on that yet. I mean, I guess he had to put some bolts in some places because his fenders were coming off. But other than that, it's good to go. We're heading out. We're almost out to, I would say, the maze ledges area. We just pulled up to the big, what you call like the sign out on the back side. Never seen it, it's pretty cool. It's a sign that has all these different places you can go and their mileage you can go. It's the top of the world sign. Carb, how was that drive out?
Fun.
Yeah?
Bumps.
A lot of bumps?
Yeah.
That sand like gets your engine pretty hot and warm, huh? So when we drop down here, we're gonna go right down this. So just put it in 4th gear and let it cruise, okay? You don't have to give it gas or anything. When we get down there to the bottom, we're gonna be shooting that way. And see those cliffs over there?
Yeah.
That's where we're gonna be riding. So way over there on those cliffs is where we're headed. Chris is headed there right now. We're all gonna be getting behind him. All right, we're heading out. We just got to the entrance of Sanitarium. It is out here. It is definitely far. It is kind of across from Unforgiven, but it's actually down further because the exit is across from Unforgiven. You got to keep driving, then there's a quick access road you take, and it drops you off right at the start. So we got everyone out here, a few stragglers back there getting in. Let's check this out. That's the actual trail right there, but it kind of shows you how far out we are. We're on the backside of Sand Hollow, and this is going to be no joke today. It is just nothing but cliffs, drops, ledges, everything. They do call this a level 9. Now, there's a few other ones out here that we have done that are level 9s as well. Fallen is level 9, we did that yesterday. Twister is a level 9, we did that the day before. So we've done almost every level 9 that's out here, but we have not done this one because again, it's a newer trail. I think it opened last year. If you've done Sanitarium, I mean, leave it in the comments below. Tell me what you thought of it. We'll see what happens. When we were looking for this last year, it was like you have to find
Farther
like this is a needle in a haystack once you get out here. The start is,
And there's not like a good placard too for this.
no, there's not. There's no
Like,
signs.
this
There's
doesn't
no
even look
anything.
like the start of the trail. Really.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it,
Yeah.
we're at the start. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like one.
What do you think, Carb? How'd you drive out?
Fun. Yeah, I had a buddy to talk to.
Yeah, that's cool. It's crazy. There's like 2 kids in a car. Just
driving around. Yeah. How was your drive out?
I loved it.
Yeah? You gonna keep riding with Carb, or is he a good driver?
Yes.
All right. This is a convertible best top. It's all powered, so as you're in there, you hit your button over there. Top lifts up, drops off. We were talking about that. So this is her rig without the top on. We're gonna get some cameras set up and go hit the trail, have a good time. Let's hope we make it. We are in it now. This is Sanitarium. There's nothing but these cliffs, drops, all that stuff. You can see Chris way over there. He's getting ready to go up something that I don't know if he has the wheelbase to go up it. So we might have to get another car in front of him. But you can see what's going on out here. It's like nothing but cliffs, drops, camber. This is, to me, is like what you come to Trail Hero for. You want this scenery, you want the exposure of ledges, drops, that kind of stuff. It makes for great content, but also it kind of just, it gives you that adventure. We've made it, I would say, about a third of the way through. It hasn't been too bad. There's been a few spots we've had to bump it. Did have to winch the two-door once just because of his wheelbase. They say 100 inches is the minimum you want on this trail. I would agree with that so far, but I haven't seen what's gonna happen next. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice little thing here. So you got this big drop right here. It looks like that might be a bypass if you can't make it up through this. I mean, you can see, you know, how this whole thing is up here. People are starting to come up through that next obstacle we just hit. It's every bit as gnarly as you would think it is. Trail goes up there, goes that way. Another wall right there you gotta climb. Pretty cool stuff. Carp's doing a good job. All the rigs are holding up. just moved everything through. I think we're through the first half, getting ready to get into the second half of Sanitarium right now. The biggest obstacle out here is the one I thought everyone was gonna have to winch off of, and not a single person had to winch. Probably because we had every vehicle parked there ready to go. I feel like it's whenever you have something ready to go, you never use it, right? So other than that, we're gonna hit the second Sanitarium shot, and I mean, everyone's doing good right now, and Robert only peed himself once.
I think we'll have the cars to be able to do that.
here's where the current situation is. That rig with Robert, Sergeant Jeep, Danielle, the Bug, Alter Ego are all going back to the show. We have an event we have to go do at the Trail Hero vendor show, so we're gonna go do that. Both Gilmores, Scott, and Chris are all gonna go finish the trail. Other than that, we're gonna see, I mean, hope nothing happens to them. We gotta get back, we gotta run the show. This is us signing out. We did the first half of Sanitarium. It was awesome, but time permitting, we gotta get back and hit that. So we'll hit the second part maybe tomorrow or the rest of the week. Good morning. It is day 4 of us being here. Today, we are going to shoot back up to Sanitarium. We're gonna finish up that second part of Sanitarium, probably meet up with the rest of the crew after that. And then we have the Baja Designs night run tonight as well. Hit a little bit earlier this morning. We're rolling out around just after 7 instead of, you know, waiting until a little bit later to get out there. It'll be a little colder, better on the rigs. So we did have a joint blown apart last night. We fixed it. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything on camera, but it was our rear lower frame side on the driver's side. So it was a ballistic fab joint that the spanner had backed all the way off, letting the bushing and everything come out. Other than that, I feel like we're good to go. I checked all the fluids, greased everything. Hopefully make it out there. Don't have more issues. We are back out here in Sanitarium. So we finished the trail yesterday, got off. This is the start of the second half of Sanitarium. I'm excited because I never want to leave Trail Hero running a trail halfway, especially a new trail I've never ran before. So I'm excited we're gonna go back and run that. But I do have a special guest with us today, and that special guest is Mr. John Harris of Crawl Magazine. Hey, he has not got a chance to run Sanitarium, so I should be in the Sanitarium. Yes, I think we all should be in the Sanitarium. We're getting ready to hit that, do some cool shots, photo shoots, see if we don't break anything.
Yeah, see who's gonna drag us home.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's get to it. Obstacle that Scott and Alan were talking about. It's the hardest obstacle they said on the whole trail. So it's a pretty good size waterfall, but it's multi-layered, has different steps. I think the trick to this obstacle is to keep a passenger tire over there, probably land like somewhere right around here, and then let that like natural shape of the rocks keep your tires where you need them, so you don't fall down inside this. So I don't think you want to be down inside that, because then that upper tire is going to be all the way up there. And if your back end's still down there, that's going to make you want to go that way. So, see how it goes.
was, I think, what they were talking about when they said this is the hardest one. Now, Carbon and I took stupid lines. We were playing in the rocks a little bit more. We went up on top of high stuff, so I don't think it's really that hard of an obstacle. It's just when you drop in a 6-foot hole up here, it's obviously a little bit tougher, but let's go see what else this place has to offer. We are off of the second part of Sanitarium. The second part was a little bit rougher than the first part. I think there was more obstacles in the first part, but I think the second part had a couple gnarlier, what I would say is like off-camber V-notches, where you had to constantly put your tires up on things to try to prevent body damage. Now the rear steers kind of walk through it. Tommy did a really good job too. He got a little bit of scrape on his fender, but other than that, nothing crazy. So we are out here towards the top of that mountain right there, where that's at. Bummer, we threw a drone up to grab some shots and something happened with it, interfered, electromagnetic whatever, and the drone just took off. We tried to find it, can't find it. So if you're out here, you're near Unforgiven, all that stuff, and you find a blue Sky DO2, check the memory card in that thing, it might be mine. Let me know, drop a DM or drop a comment. All right, we just got back to camp. These things are trashed. It was miserably hot today. We went to shoot our interviews and stuff at the shoot, and the wind and sand got so bad up there that we just said no, we're gonna do it on Saturday morning. This one was so hot that the fuel was starting to cut out on it. So it's starting to vapor lock a little bit. We were able to get it back here. Those new vents saved us from this thing overheating for sure. But other than that, we made it back. We didn't die, and the Jeeps didn't break. It got hot, but it was a scorcher out there today. All right, good morning. It is the last day of Trail Hero for us. It is Saturday, we have the Yukon run. We're gonna go hit that. It did hail here last night, which was pretty gnarly for the desert. I mean, it's been a fun week. It's been a blast. Alter Ego has definitely, I feel like, killed it for me. It's gotten hot a few times just because it's hot out here. And remember, it's pushing like 1,500 pounds of wheels and tires through those dunes. So, of course, it's gonna overheat. Carb has absolutely killed it in the bug. And a 13-year-old kid out here for his third time out, wheeling some of these obstacles is pretty insane. We're about to hit the trail. See you guys out there. We are getting ready to hit the trail with the Yukon run and all of those great brands. It's gonna be a fun day. I mean, if we break anything in the drivetrain area, we got the right people with us. Been lucky so far all week. Let's hope we don't break anything bad today. We're going on Dead Broke. I've never ran this trail, it's brand new. So we're in a couple new trails this year. If you have ran Dead Broke, let me know what you thought of it. But I'm excited to see this thing.
Passenger.
We are halfway through Dead Broke right now. We're at the top. It kind of comes out by Joint Effort and I think 777, somewhere up there. As we're doing all this stuff, people are getting the little shots, getting their stuff. If you look down there, we have got a ton of people. So I am sitting up here, eating my snacks, enjoying a minute. I gotta go find my drone. We have to go find my drone.
I'm gonna find the drone. Not me.
At the end of Dead Broke. That is Dead Broke right there. It starts down there off of Chain Reaction. It comes all the way up and drops out right in the top of the sand dunes.
What you're seeing is Dusty is getting ready to make a big climb out, and that's the exit to Dead Broke.
So if you've never ran this trail, I mean, it's a lot like 777, Double Sammy, that kind of stuff, but has a couple little obstacles that you share with those trails and a couple other ones you don't. So it's a quick trail though, which is nice. It's very close to the entrance. So if you only have a few hours to run a trail with a group or something, this is definitely a trail to think of. It's pretty easy. Still a couple, you know, fun lines you can play on. I mean, I managed to get myself stuck once, joking around, like playing with my rear steer and stuff. But other than that, nice chill way to finish up our trip to Trail Hero.
We are heading out now. Just finished the trail. Came down that big hill right there, little mini lines back, came down, hit these dudes, shot up. Everyone's up here having lunch, doing that stuff. We are going on a drone mission. I hope we find this thing because it's gonna suck to lose a $2,000 drone that they don't make anymore.
We did not find the drone. I'm so bummed about that. But if you're ever out in San Hollow on the backside by Unforgiven and stuff and you find a drone, it's probably mine. It's a Skydio. Let me know.